Hi everybody, the Super Daily event got buffed. Kind of. Stuff missing? Yes. Annoying? Possibly. Hi. So at the moment you've probably been aware that we've got the Super Daily event, or Daily Super event, that has seen its little buff. From the first row, and we'll look at the comparisons between the old Valiant and new Valiant. I don't have all the data in from Paragon yet, but I will be kind of hopefully doing that in this video. Also looking to see if there's answers from Kabam in this video. But anyway, from a Valiant perspective, first of all, you've seen the addition of the Tier 6 Basic Embers. You've also seen a bump up on your Tier 6 Basic ISO 8. You've also seen some changes to the daily selector, which says, I don't know if you saw that, I will just quickly kind of do that again. As you can see, it says Tier 3 Alpha, and that's not the case because when you click on it, it does have Tier 4 Alpha, and of course the fragments have been updated as well to 4,000. So there's been a bump. There's buffs. Let's kind of like just showcase what the buffs are. Also, a bit of a forewarning to anybody that doesn't see the Poolshields, which is here. Restart the game. Please restart the game. You should hopefully see your Poolshields, which is a currency which we mentioned in the MCN, and also we mentioned previously. It's this right here from the live stream, which Kabam gave notice of April 25th to May 2nd. It's the spring cleaning event. Yes, so make sure to restart your game. Top Roller, unfortunately, says, where do we spend them? So, I don't know where you've been for the last 2 weeks. I don't know where you've been. Also, the particular person says that Nexus 6 stone crystals in DCE are the most pointless thing ever. But doesn't know anything about the spring cleaning event. And also, 1 a day ain't OP, my bro. Takes 6 months to SIG 200 a champ. Do you know what? For somebody that doesn't know what's happening next week, I'm with you. I'm with you, man. Yeah, fight the power. Fight the power of those Tier 7 signature stones. In all seriousness, though, back to the Tier 3 Alpha situation. When you go to that first selector, which you can see right here, when I click on it, you're not seeing Tier 3 Alpha. In some cases, especially from a Paragon perspective, you are seeing something that does say Tier 3 Alpha. I'm just going to quickly grab a screen grab of this right here. There you go. So you can see like there's it's meant to be like Tier 3 Alpha. It says Tier 3 Alpha, but it says up there Tier 4 Alpha Catalyst. So there's a lot of things I think that are a bit buggy with how Kabam have put it out. And the players that are Paragon, because this is from Paragon, you don't get a 7-star signature stone Nexus, you get a crystal. So you don't really get a choice on the matter, which I guess can be annoying over a large length of time because you're not acquiring anything in a specific type of way. So I would say that you're in tune to get Tier 4 Alpha Catalyst here, but the big question is Tier 3 Alpha. I don't know. I don't know what the result's going to be with this. I just don't. I don't think you're going to see what you want from it, and I think the Kabam will have to wait on in order to kind of again get like a full kind of picture of like, is it a bug, is this how it is, and stuff like that, right? So what I'm going to do is just compare off Valiant of new with the Valiant of old. I do need to do the same thing for Paragon, but I'll probably put it into a different video or into the what I would advise for selecting purposes, because we're day 1 at the moment, and as I said, I'm just getting all the data. People are sending me images so I can create the spreadsheet better to kind of like create the proper guide. So this is just more of a quick reaction, especially that Tier 3 Alpha issue. So on the base level of what you get as standard without having to select anything, you do get yourself 10,950 units. You got that before. 91 mil gold. You got that before. 365 of the level 5 health potion. This is all based on 365 days of choosing, by the way. It doesn't always work out like that, will it? But it may be buffed within a year. We'll have to see. 40 mil of the solo shards. It's a bump up. It's 12,775 ISO 6. Tier 6 ISO. Yep. What was it before, Rich? Good question. Half of that. Half. It was 5,475. I actually just got to double check that. Yeah, it is. like 5,475. It's better than that, actually. It's over half more. So Kabam sorted out the ISO. Now that's all well and good, but something to kind of keep in your mind is that we're also talking about, as new champion stars come into play, as new ranks come into play, you're having to level up more. If you level up more, you can need more ISO in any case. But hopefully this is going to give some benefit to players. I really hope so. There's, of course, 730 of the new Embers, which I've got to put an Embers icon in. But it's on the Selectors. The Selectors are key, isn't it? So from the first Selector, where you get yourself to choose these tier 6 basics, 80,000 per time. Now, I don't think I've done the full like calculations for this, because if it's 80,000 per time, I'm still surprised by this. You do times 365 equals that divided by 57,000. So I'm doing this calculation on the fly. 512. Again, just to point out, this is looking at these volumes very literally, because I'm not saying go out for the entirety of the year and choose 512.2 tier 6 basics. No, just don't do that, because you're going to be like more separating it out, aren't you, between your choice? Like, okay, for 20 of the days of the year, I'm going to be choosing X. For the remainder of for the next 100 days, I'm going to be choosing Y. For the final whatever it is days of the year, I'm going to be choosing Z. Like, it's kind of like that. That's what I'm referring to with this. But let's Drax the hell out of this and go completely literal. So if you were to choose for 365 days tier for Alpha, yes, it'd be 25.6. If you went with tier 6 class Catalyst, it's 182. The tier 5 class Catalyst, 730. If it's Signature Stones, it's 365. Nexuses, of course. If it's the Titan Crystal Shards, 102,000. And tier 7 Basics, 4.5 for free over the course of the year. Massive start. The devaluation has gone through the floor with stuff. The biggest that's a really big impact, because then if you compare it against last time, so against the old, there is and has been some changes. Not with 7-star shards, that's always been like you can get a total of 18. But when it comes to like the choice side of things, yeah, no tier 3 alpha. That's an ongoing bug and issue with Kablamo at the moment. And yeah, so we're looking at like 164 tier 5 class, tier 6 class Catalyst versus what is now 182. Bit of a jump up, not a huge amount. Tier 6 Basics 182.5 versus the 512 you can currently get right now. And again, we're talking about other stuff. The tier 4 alpha side of things, 11.5 under the old system. The new Valiant system sees it as 25.6. That's a big jump up. What a buff. But also there's other things as well, like same thing with 7-star signature stones. Kabam value them quite highly, it seems still. An additional 20,000 Titan Crystal Shards. That's quite significant. 82,125 last time. Now it's 102,200. Big, not huge, big change. Because at least you'll be able to make decisions of, I want a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and not feel that you're kind of losing out. However, I feel a lot of players that are Valiant will be opting for the tier 7 basics, or at least to get 3 of them. In times where you might want to farm them more, tier 7 basics, it keeps you out of things like having to do a Karina's challenge in Necropolis. And let's face it, Kabam will probably do a Karina's challenge in Epoch of Pain, because they're madmen and bloody annoying at times. Either way, that was interesting. These have been interesting stats and information. And I'm still waiting to see if we get a response from Kabam on the subject of why the tier 3 alpha has been removed. I'm still kind of like locked in on a few threads and kind of like response areas to get an idea of like why was it removed. I think 6-star signature stones have been mentioned as well, especially for those that have been Paragon. I've seen a little bit of a frustration around that, but also, yeah, just kind of like finding out what's been good about the change, what's been bad, but also will Command be rectifying any things that have been bad about the change. We'll have more to divulge and dissect coming soon here on the channel, as well as options and some fun stuff over the weekend. I've got together the content, so yeah, we'll hopefully find out a new Heart of Fire champion as well. Anyway, check out some other content located on screen, more dissection and deep diving in plans of action for what to select in the coming year. Coming soon. Thanks, everybody, and bye-bye.